The Madlanga Commission is grinding on, day after day, pulling back the curtain on how tenders for basic services get hijacked long before they reach the townships. For the ordinary South African queuing at a clinic with no medicine or driving on a road full of potholes, the evidence coming out is not some far-off political drama. It hits straight in the pocket and the daily grind. Witnesses have laid out how contracts for water infrastructure and police vehicles were inflated by millions, with kickbacks flowing to connected players. One testimony detailed a $180 million deal for rural sanitation that delivered barely a quarter of the promised toilets. The rest vanished into shell companies. That is money that should have reached places like Sebokeng or Kerbera, where families still fetch water from tanks that run dry by Wednesday. Instead, the same story repeats. The tender is awarded, the money moves, and nothing gets built. The commission is showing the mechanics clearly enough that even a school kid could follow the trail. What does this mean on the street? It means higher crime because police stations in Mitchell's Plain and Umlazi cannot get proper vehicles or overtime pay. It means kids in Limpopo sitting in classrooms with leaking roofs while the education department's budget leaks elsewhere. Every day people feel it in the price of bread and transport too. When government spending gets distorted by these schemes, the economy shrinks and jobs stay scarce. The man fixing taxis in Alexandra knows this better than any analyst. He sees the same faces, collecting tenders while his customers struggle to pay fares that keep rising. The commission's pace is urgent, yet the gap between hearings and real consequences stays wide. Some names have been named, some documents tabled, but prosecutions move at their usual slow crawl. Ordinary citizens have heard this script before with other inquiries. They want the money clawed back and the guilty barred from future contracts. Not just another report that gathers dust at the same time. The process itself carries risk. If it turns into a stage for settling political scores rather than fixing systems, public trust erodes further. People on the ground already treat most official processes with suspicion. More theater will not change that. Still, the testimony is forcing a reckoning that cannot be ignored. When a former official admits under oath that bid specifications were written to favor one company, it explains why so many municipalities cannot keep the lights on or the taps flowing. The cost lands on pensioners paying inflated rates and small businesses closing because they cannot compete with crooked players. That is the street reality the commission keeps circling back to, whether the lawyers in the room like it or not. For now, the evidence keeps stacking. Each day adds detail on how the system was gamed. The question left hanging for the average citizen is whether any of it will translate into working taps, safer streets and a smaller hole in the national purse. Without swift follow-through, the hearings risk becoming just another expensive exercise while the same problems pile up outside. The people paying the price every month in their rates and their safety are watching closely. They have little patience left for delays.